Wages are up. Unemployment remains near a 50-year low. And the big reason for all this is the American Rescue Plan that I signed into law shortly after taking office. Not one single Republican vote. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you know, I think this is getting to be a pretty good year for a Labor Day.
The critics who have not been stepping up to support working people would like to throw out all these red herrings, these distractions, and talk about how we're going to pay for it. Well, let me tell you, if anybody asks you how we're going to pay for all of this, do let them know. As promised, we will not raise taxes on anyone making less than $400,000 a year.
And he didn't raise 1 cent of tax on working class people. And that's what President Biden stands for.
So California made national headlines by becoming the first state to say by 2035 we're not going to have any gas-powered vehicles that are new that are being sold. You can still drive your old ones, but you can't sell new ones. You like this concept?
Yeah, I do. I think California really is leaning in. And of course, the federal government has a goal of, the president has announced by 2030 that half of the vehicles in the U.S., the new ones sold, would be electric.
Do you think what California is doing could or should be a national model?
Could be, could be. I mean, you know, I know every state is different and you always have to respect what the states are doing. But I do think that once people, I mean, California has gotten more used to electric vehicles. And we have to bring down the price of electric vehicles so that everybody can access them. And this is why it's great that there's a $4,000 tax credit, for example, on used electric vehicles that has just been adopted through the Inflation Reduction Act.
The latest inflation numbers are due out, I think, next week. Will we continue to see those record high rates come down?
So I'll say this. We pay very close attention to all the economic data, and that is something that is very important to look at. But here's the thing. Here's where we are today. The economy is continuing. We're seeing that job growth, which is very important.
But it didn't just happen. We never gave up. We never gave in. And we are delivering for working and middle-class Americans now. Now. By the way, the reason why last year, inflation was so high, you know the biggest reason? Cost of automobiles. You know why they cost so much? They didn't have the computer chips to make the automobiles. You would think the Republicans really cared about reducing inflation, they'd vote for the Inflation Reduction Act. But every single Republican in the House and Senate voted against it. Every single Republican in the House and Senate.
Say that one more time.
The state of California said after 2035, they're not going to let you buy new gasoline cars. That news is breaking tomorrow.
Okay, so I have not seen that report, so I need to actually take a look, talk to our team, so we can provide you a more a clear, you know, a clear response. So I don't want to get ahead of what the team might say on that.
My name is Joe Biden. I am Jill Biden's husband, and where's the county executive? Stand up, big guy. I think these two guys spend all their time in the gymnasium. They look like they're in too good a shape.
You know, it's August. Right now is normally the time people have barbecue. But now the price is high. Now the price, people question whether they even get the hot dog bun. And they're going to turn on the TV. They're going to watch an empty chamber. So they're going to read it online that 80 Democrats took that vacation and voted to raise more taxes, voted to spend more of their money, and looked into the camera and smiled and said, we know best. We want to take more of your money because we got to hire and double the size of the IRS, because we want them to knock on your door, because we think you're not honest, because we think you can pay more. And if you don't, we got an AOG that'll come after you. If you go to that school board meeting, we'll look in your eyes, we'll take your name down. We'll wonder why you care about your kids' education. Well, Madam Speaker, that will end too, because we're going to provide the American public with a Parents' Bill of Rights. We think the parents should have a say in their kids' education. We think parents should know what's being taught at their children's school.